This is Scanner School, where we teach you everything you need to know about the scanner radio hobby. This is session number 201, and today we're talking about our brand new community server. All session notes can be found on our website at scannerschool.com/session 201. So welcome back. My name is Phil Lichtenberger, and my amateur call sign is W2LE. And as a reminder, I need questions for our upcoming Ask Scanner School podcast, which release on the first Tuesday of every month. So if you haven't done so yet, or you have a question, you've already asked one, hey, I'll answer more questions. Please leave me a voicemail by going to 516-308-2885. This number goes right to voicemail. So as soon as it picks up, it's going to say, hey, leave me a message. Boom, just leave me a message. Or you can use SpeakPipe, which will work on any smartphone or tablet or even your desktop if you have a microphone connection. If you don't want to leave me a voicemail message, you can always use our form over at scannerschool.com/ask. So let's talk about our brand new platform, basically, that we're going to build a community on. Now, I know you've heard this all before, but hey, as we grow and things get a little bit larger here, right? Look, we try things all the time, right? Is really what it comes down to, right? Sometimes you try something and you hit it out of the park. Other times you try something and it really wasn't what you would expect it to be. What we're moving to now is something I've wanted to get to and something I thought we should have been trying, but I wanted to try other things first because I thought maybe they would have worked better. But the more I get involved in this platform and the more I see what it can do, and the more groups that I join that are already on this platform, the more I see it's a better fit for Scanner School and the Scanner Radio community than anything else that we have tried in the past. Now, is this to say that other things are going to go away? Yes and no. But for the most part, no. So what we're talking about today is something that will cover pretty much everything that we've already done and consolidates it into a simple, single portal that anybody can use. So if you're happy using a web browser and you're not a person who uses a smartphone or a tablet, that's fine. This will work for you. If you're one of these people that has your nose in your phone all day long, like my wife does, this platform will work very well for you as well. It works on almost every single operating system and platform that's out there. And it's not one of these platforms either that somebody at some data center is watching everything that you do. In other words, if you're using this application, you won't just scroll through friends posts and political posts only to find the one or two posts inside of groups that you really want to be a part of, because some company's algorithm says otherwise. That's why this is such a great solution. And if you want the flexibility to customize notifications, to turn them off completely, or just highlight the chats that you want to hear, this is also an application for you. Or if you prefer to catch up on things regarding scanning in a forums style atmosphere. In other words, go back at the end of the day or start your day off just reading and keeping yourself updated as to what happened the day prior. Again, we now have you covered in this new platform. Now, before we get any further in this week's podcast, I want to take a few minutes to thank our Patreon supporters. Now, Patreon is an affordable way for you to support the podcast and our upcoming expansion into YouTube for 2022. So think of Patreon as the PBS model of helping out Scanner School. For a monthly or yearly donation, not only do you help support the podcast, but depending on your donation tier, you will receive certain benefits. The most popular benefit tier being our $5 a month or the $51 a year tier. It's the same tier. We just discount if you can pay us over a year. Now, this tier offers the podcast and YouTube videos early, and also you receive a free Squelchy pack of stickers, several discounts, and access to our monthly live Scanner Radio Roundtable discussion we hold monthly on Zoom. Oh, and by the way, most of the Patreon levels also get a special version of the podcast that does not include the middle advertising break in each episode. Now, find out more about Patreon and our supporting tiers by visiting scannerschool.com/Patreon. I'd also like to take a moment here and thank all of our Patreon supporters. And they are Alan Gonzalez, Arthur Heron, Bill Kay, Brandon Sammons, Brian King, Buzz Gold, Chris Paris, Craig Harper, Dan, Dave Pasco, David C., Denny Crotty, Ed Walsh, Edward Bramlett, Floyd Goff, Glenn Wright, Greg Johnson, Guy Lee, Jack Haycock, Jacques Berry, James Bronxon, James Felling, James Peruta, Jay Reed, Jeff Block, Jeff Chapman, Jeff McLeod, Jenny Taylor, Jim B., Jim Heinrich, John Kordoff, John Keel, John Sweeney, John Goldenberg, Joshua Robb, Ken Newberry, Kenneth Fowler, Kevin Zwicky, Lenny Bauer, Les Stevenson, Lynn Smith, Mark Beebe, Mason Kramer, Michael Gorman, Michael Kroger, Nicholas Stenger, Paul Teal, Randy Cummins, Raymond Hill, Robert Kanzler, Ronnie Bach, Sal Marandola, Terry Weatherford, Tim Mazza, TJ, Todd Glendy, and William Arcand. So let me introduce you now to our brand new Discord server. But before we get that far, let me just lay out what we're not replacing, what we are replacing. All right, this way I know I led into that originally. So first, this completely replaces our old Zello platform. So anybody who has joined us over on Zello, or anybody who has been waiting to join us on Zello, because frankly we haven't been holding the Zello nets in months now, we're now over on Discord, right? And I'm going to be recruiting some people that would like to operate as net control for these Zello nets, okay? I do not have the time to host them weekly. It's what it comes down to, which is why Zello kind of disintegrated. But I would love to keep that going. So if a couple of people would like to volunteer to host these sessions, that would be great. And we're talking about 3 weeks to 4 weeks a month on that one. So if we've got 3 people who step up, that's once a month that you would just have to host the net, okay? Going back to the Discord server here. Discord has live audio channels. That's why we can host our Zello nets over on Discord. What about our community that we had on the website, the scannerschool.com website? Well, we found out really quickly after we launched it that there were some issues with trolls being able to register, and it became something that I had to shut down right away because I realized that this wasn't going to be something that we could scale into what we needed. I've seen other websites use this portal and use the software that we were using, and they use it very well. But once I started to bring people on board and to take a look at it, this wasn't a solution that I felt comfortable with, so I quickly turned it off. What about the Facebook community? Well, the Facebook community, if you're a part of it now, or you want to join it, nothing there is going to change. The Facebook group will always remain a resource for anybody who prefers Facebook. I'm just not that active over there on Facebook anymore because really, I don't have the time to pan through all these posts only to see what's going on in all these Scanner Radio groups. I can't do it. I want to jump into an app. I want to see what's going on with Scanner Radio. And then I want to move on. I don't want to sit there and see that little Sally, little Johnny got A+ really on their report card, and that so-and-so doesn't like this political figure, and then maybe so-and-so needs a little bit of help figuring out the best antenna. By the time you get to that post that you can actually help somebody on, you're a couple of swipes down on the application, right? So unless you're clicking on the bell notification to actually find out some of your notifications, Facebook really has changed as far as how we use it for interfacing with other people, right? And it becomes this whole big thing of don't build your home on other people's land. And I've discovered that with Facebook, whereas you used to be able to create a Facebook page, you'd be able to put information out there and everybody would see it. Now on a Facebook page, nobody sees Facebook pages anymore. It's all about personal posts and groups. But the more groups you join, the more diluted your groups notifications become. Because now all of your groups are fighting for your attention with also all of the other nonsense that comes on Facebook. So Facebook right now isn't really a platform I am happy personally to be on. I'm as a social media place, I'm more involved in Twitter and Instagram and of course Discord. And how will this new Discord server compare with other websites and other forums? Why am I reinventing the wheel to bring people over to this application? I'm not. This is going to be an addition too, right? I would never try to replace another website or service that anybody else may be providing, because there's already a well-established website called Radio Reference that everybody navigates to on a national level. Now, I do have a local website that I run, and that one is different than Radio Reference because it's only to Long Island. It's very specific to Long Island. And yes, there are people who go to Radio Reference and post there, but they also post the same things on my website also. Some people have gotten kicked off of my website. Some people have gotten kicked off of Radio Reference. Look, there's plenty of things that go on out there, and maybe somebody doesn't like using website forums and they want to be more real time. And Discord allows people to do that. Think of the old internet relay chats, or IRCs, from back in the days when we all first started with DialNet. What about AOL chat rooms, right? Discord is kind of sort of like that on steroids. Discord allows you to have the ability to come in, chat with somebody, create threads based on that chat, upload photos, bring in live feeds, have a full-on video broadcast, or have a push-to-talk channel where many people can talk, as in we used to do on Zello. There's a ton of stuff that we can do over on Discord, and I feel that for a long time, really, that this is where we should be. The problem was finding the time and the resources to build this community and then test it. The good news is we've been testing Discord behind the scenes for well over a month now. From where it started, where the server first started and launched as, to where it is now that I'm comfortable bringing it to you guys, is a complete difference, right? We've already grown it a lot at this point. Now, I also need to thank Jackson Freeman too. Jackson is the guy that I basically said, hey, can you do this for me? And he jumped right on it in a weekend and started building this server for me. So without Jackson's help, this wouldn't be here right now. So on the other side of this quick break, we're going to talk about the Discord server, how to get into it, who else is on there, and what else we can do over there. As a reminder, anybody who is a $3 a month Patreon supporter doesn't get this break. Everybody else, we'll see you in a few minutes. Hey, did you realize it takes us almost $100 a week just to have this podcast episode professionally edited and sent over to you? This doesn't even include website and podcast hosting, administrative help, and other monthly subscriptions that are required to put the podcast out there. Now, you can help us offset these costs when you shop online. So if you're looking for a scanner radio or some software, looking to bid on items over on eBay, or if you're looking to purchase anything, and I mean anything, on Amazon, you can help support Scanner School in the process, and this doesn't come at any extra cost to you. So please check out scannerschool.com/support for the multiple different ways that we have out there that you can help support us when you shop online. Again, scannerschool.com/support. Are you looking to learn more about the scanner radio hobby? We currently have courses on how to get started and up and running with software-defined radios and how to turn your SDR into a fully functioning scanner radio. With free software, you can see more and do more with trunking than ever before. And with new courses scheduled for the upcoming months, our offerings will be expanding into both Uniden and Whistler hardware and software. Check out our courses at courses.scannerschool.com or by looking for the link in this podcast description. National Communications Magazine is your personal library of scanner, CB, GMRS, FRS, MURS, and two-way radio articles written by the best minds in the business over the past 3 decades. Your NatCom personal online access account allows you to download the newest issues of America's hobby radio magazine, as well as back issues too. Visit natcommag.com to download your free sample issue and sign up today. Did you know that a pager can make a great addition to your scanner radio collection? And even if I didn't own East Coast pagers, I still have one or maybe a couple of pagers as a part of my scanner radio setup. This is because a pager can be used to just monitor your local fire department or your regional departments, and if you set it up correctly to alert you when the tones are sent over the air, then the pager will remain silent until you need to know what is going on. This frees up your scanner to monitor everything else that's going on besides your local stuff, or can prevent you from missing the local stuff because your scanner is busy doing other things. Now, pagers aren't just limited to fire dispatches anymore. Unication has great solutions to monitor both analog and P25 paging systems, where many public safety and police departments are switching over to. Swissphone and Apollo make great analog solutions as well, and all three still sell POGSAG and Flex pagers, still in use by many departments for text alerting. East Coast Pagers is an Apollo, Swissphone, and Unication dealer serving the North American market, and of course is one of my online companies. So if you're looking for a personal use pager or one for your department, contact us for a free quote and let us know you're a Scanner School listener for something a little extra with your order. For our full inventory or to request a quote or just to contact us, please visit eastcoastpagers.com. So are we the first radio hobby group to want to jump on Discord? Absolutely not, which is also what makes this a very inviting platform to hold a community. You've got Ham Radio 2.0, Ham Radio Crash Course, Signals Everywhere, SDR++, and even Great Scott's Gadgets, the maker of the Hack RF, all have Discord servers. So we're not the first one. We're not the pioneers here, right? We're looking at what other groups have been doing on Discord, and we're not copying them, but we're using them as a blueprint to see what else we can bring here. So as you said at the very beginning of the podcast too, Discord runs as a web-based program, but it also runs as applications on Windows, on Mac OS. So for all of us that use Apple computers, this will work fine. I've been using it on my Mac for well over a month now as we built up our server. It runs on Linux. If you have an iPhone or an iPad or an Android cell phone or a tablet, Discord also has apps for those devices as well. One of the things I love most, though, about Discord is the ability to fine-tune the notification process. So it can be as loud or as quiet as you want it to be with the notifications. You could set up notifications per server, and server basically means if you join Scanner School, that would be the server. The community is a server. Ham Radio 2.0's community would be a Ham Radio 2.0 server, okay? So you can set up a server-based notification system. Do you want it to be muted for 15 minutes, 20 minutes? 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, or until you turn it back on a server level? Go for it. You can set that up. Or if there's a couple of channels on the server that you just don't have any interest in, maybe you come into the Scanner School's Discord server and you have no interest in mil-air or aviation and rail fanning. So you can completely mute those channels so that you'll never be notified when somebody posts in there. Maybe our chit chat channel is just too loud for you. There's too many people talking in there. You can mute that as well. In fact, we might just mute that out of the gate so you're not bombarded with people talking at 2 a.m., right? These are things that we can tweak on our end as well as you can tweak on your end. It's very flexible as to what can be brought to the table here. What if you've joined Ham Radio 2.0 or the Ham Radio Crash Course, and they've asked you to use your call sign, your amateur radio call sign, as part of your display name, but you don't want to have your amateur radio call sign on our server? That's fine. Using the very same login, you can make your own display name on our server. So you can be completely different all over the place with one sign-on. Again, very flexible. So another thing we've done with the server is we've added user roles. So what does this allow us to do? Well, we've set up Patreon-only roles for those who are Patreon supporters. And then we've also gone in and we've created a custom channel for anybody who's a Patreon extra credit level or above. So we can allow those people to have an extra bonus on their tier. Or if somebody is a student of ours in any of our courses, well, we can flag them as a student role and then bring them into dedicated channels just for the courses that they are taking. This way, instead of hosting these as Facebook groups, we're going to host them on Discord. So this allows for private communities on these private channels for the courses that students then can ask questions or get clarifications or even help each other out in real time. And we've also set up roles that you can toggle when you join the Discord server. So if you're into shortwave listening, you can actually click on a button that will add that badge into your profile. Or if you have a ham radio license or a GMRS license, or if you are into CB radios, for example, these are all badges that you can self-apply that allows others to see what you're doing. In fact, if we even take it far enough on our end, we can separate the user list to see who's online, and you can see, okay, these people are all into Mil Air, these people are all into ham radio, these are all our Patreon supporters, etc., etc., etc. We can also host live scanner feeds, and we can even work with you to host live scanner feeds. So if there's something big coming into town that people may have an interest in, like an air show or something like that, we can create a live feed for that right on the Discord server. We can even bring in video. So my live Q&A sessions that I host over on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, I can also bring now over to Discord and just allow the Discord community to interact with me and ask questions without having to open up YouTube. There's a lot of stuff we can do right in Discord, right out of the gate. So how do you become part of the new Discord server? It's very simple. All you have to do is go over to scannerschool.com/discord. That's DISCORD, phonetically Delta, India, Sierra, Charlie, Oscar, Romeo, Delta. Scannerschool.com/discord. And just put your name and email address in the form. This is the very first step in us authenticating you or verifying that you're human, because we're going to send you a verification email that says, hey, are you a real person? Is this a valid email address? When you click on yes, you'll get a follow-up email saying, thank you for confirming that you have a real email address and you're a real person. Here's the link to go join us over on Discord. That's the first layer. The second layer is, if you don't have a Discord username, you'll have to sign into Discord and create a username. Discord is now going to ask you to verify your email address as well. That's layer 2 of making sure that a person is a person. Finally, once you've passed that, or if you already have a Discord server, Discord username, you can skip that. But when you join our server or our community, we're going to ask you one time to click on a little green box to verify you are human. Once you do that, it'd be like the Wizard of Oz when the door opens and Dorothy walks out and sees all of the yellow brick road and all the colors, and the movie goes from black and white to color. Discord's going to do the exact same thing for you. All of a sudden, you'll see all the channels listed, and you'll be welcomed into the community. Now, also, when we email you back with the Discord link, the actual Discord link, when you verify your email address, we're also going to send you a YouTube video that you can watch that will guide you through the entire process of getting a username, verifying your email address, signing into Discord for the first time, going through the verification process. It's about an 8-minute video, and we go through it in typical Scanner School fashion, where I will take you through step by step on how to get into the Discord server and what you can expect and how you can even turn things off and on in the server. So you can come in there and not feel like you're learning something new, okay? I want you to feel welcome in our Discord server. I understand Discord is new to a lot of you, right? But to a ton of people, Discord is second nature to them, and it will be second nature to you. If you take it no further than just chatting with people, then that's great. That's the whole point. It's to build the community, to bring everybody together, to talk with other scanner radio users, maybe to bounce ideas off somebody, or to learn or find out what they think about a particular radio, or to say, hey, I'm stuck with this. Can somebody give me a hand doing that? We can do all this on Discord. In fact, we can even set up breakout rooms that if you want to help somebody else out, we can have a breakout room ready to go for you guys. So you guys can go over to that room and help each other out. Screen share. The whole deal can be done over on Discord. I think that this is going to be something very amazing for Scanner School and also for the scanner radio hobby, to be honest with you, because there's nothing else I can find out there running on Discord right now for scanner radios. I've seen ham radio stuff, but not scanner radio stuff. So be a part of something brand new. Again, I want to invite you over to scannerschool.com/Discord. Now, can you do me a favor? Can you help us with the podcast and help us reach more people? Forward this podcast onto somebody else who you think would benefit from learning or being part of our brand new server. That's the best way that you can help spread the word on Scanner School. Because again, our goal is to help more people with the scanner radio hobby. And again, if you're not subscribed to our podcast, please click on the subscribe button. If you're watching this or listening to us on YouTube, click on the subscribe button. Click on the bell so you're notified of when our new podcasts come out. If you want to do one better, please subscribe to our email newsletter. Just go right to scannerschool.com and just submit your email address and your name using the form right there on the website, and we'll email you every week when the podcast comes out. So with that, I want to welcome you into our Discord server. I hope to see a lot of you joining today and throughout the next couple of weeks and months and years as more people discover the Discord server. We'll catch you all over there, guys. 73. Again, my name is Phil Lichtenberger, and this is Scanner School, where we teach you everything to know about the scanner radio hobby.